Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Systematic by PjoeterBliep. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, but it's a vertical 2x3 box today, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these lines in the grid. All of them, all the lines are German whisper lines. So the ones that also have this blue outline are also region sum lines. So every single line has to follow the German whisper line rules. And these, in addition to that, follow the region sum line rules. So let me just go over those rules one at a time. So the way a German whisper line works, remember, all the lines follow this rule, is any two adjacent digits on the line have to have a difference of at least 3. So say this was a 2. Then this digit is adjacent to it on the line, so it would have to be a 5 or a 6. 5 would have a difference of 3, 6 would have a difference of 4. Something like 4 wouldn't work because it has a difference of 2. And that's true. Adjacent digits are like this, right? So 2, 3 wouldn't work. That's a difference of 1, but we could do, say, a 2, 5 like that. So we could do maybe 2, 5, 6 or 2, 5, 5, 2, 6, 6. This could be a 3, 6, 6, whatever. All right, so that's German whisper lines. Remember, all of the lines follow that rule. Every single pair of overlapping lines, or overlapping digits on the lines. In addition to that, these two bigger ones with the blue outline as well, they are region sum lines. So what we do is whenever we cross a box boundary, right, whenever we enter or exit a box, we create a new segment. We call this the green segment. Then we'd start a new one. This would be the purple segment. Then we start a new one. This could be the orange segment. Each segment on the same line has the same sum. So if two segments are on the same line, they must contain the same sum. So the green segment, the purple segment, and the orange segment all sum to the same amount. So for example, I could do, I don't know, 3, 4 adds to 7, 2, 5 adds to 7. This could also be 3, 4 again. But anyway, 2, 5 adds to 7, and then 1, 2, and 4. So this would be one way to fill it if we ignore the German whisper rule. And I'm purposely doing that because I don't want to give an example that fits both. I feel like that's part of the puzzle. But anyway, so this would be a way to fill this if we ignored the German whisper rule, but because of the German whisper rule, we have a ton of violations here, like this 2, 4, like this 3, 4. This 2, 5 is fine, this 5, 1 is fine. Anyway, that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, I've dealt with this before in 9x9. In fact, I have a puzzle that I made that's 9x9 that uses this concept. And so I know it's really restricted, but I'm not entirely sure how it works in 6x6. So let's work through it. Let's see. So I'm thinking about how this is a 3-digit sum. This is the mirror of it. And not only that, but if this was low and these were both high, that's going to be really restricted on getting a 2-cell sum to do that. So let's think about that first. If this is low and these are both high, the absolute smallest I could do is 1, 4, 5, which adds to 10. Now the absolute biggest I can make this is 3, 6, because I need a difference of at least 3. That's the biggest I can make it, and that's 9. So what we've already learned is that this has to be high and these are low. Now, why am I talking about lows and highs? Let me explain that. I kind of assumed you already knew that about German whispers, but you may be new to them. So imagine this cell here was low. I call 1, 2, 3 low and 4, 5, 6 high. Imagine this was low. We couldn't put another low next to it because 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3 has a difference of at most 2. So we got to put a high next to it. Now, once we're high, we can't put another high next to it because it has a difference of most 2. We got to put another low next to it. This is by design for German whispers. And so the result is that we always alternate low, high, low, high, low, high, or the opposite, high, low, high, low. And I was speculating if this was high and this was low and this was high, the absolute smallest I can make it is 1, 1, 4, 5 in some order, but with the 1 in the middle. And that adds to 10. And if this was low and this was high, or the other way around, the absolute smallest I could make this, biggest I could make this was 3, 6, which adds to 9. The smallest is 10 and the biggest is 9. That doesn't work. Therefore, we need 2 lows and 1 high. Now, we know that 9 is our biggest possible sum. Let's see. So we can't include a 3. Because as soon as we include a 3, well, I guess we could do 3, 6, 1. No, that's already 10. Never mind. If we include a 3, then the one next to the 3, we have to put the 6. That's already 9. And 9 is already our biggest. So as soon as we include the 1, that's too big. So these are never 3. So they are a 1, 2 pair adding to 3. And so with the 4, we'd add to 7. With the 5, we'd add to 8. And with the 6, we'd add to 9. But it can't be the 4 because the 4 can't be next to the 2 that's inevitably going to be there. So we're either adding to 8 or 9, whether this is 5 or 6. Perfect. So 8 or 9. 3, 6 is going to force 9. In fact, that's the only way we're going to do 9. To do 8, the only way is 2, 6. So actually, we must have a 6 here and a 6 here. Pretty sure that's all accurate. Because if once we start doing 5, 2, 5 is the biggest we can do. And 2, 5 only adds to 7. So this is 2, 3, 6, and this is 2, 3, 6. Now, we are going to alternate. So this actually has to be the high. So we actually know that's our 6. Oh, and that makes that 5. Oh, that's convenient. And so then it has to be 2, 6 to add to 8. And that's 1 and 2. So that resolves. And now this has to be high. So that's 6 and that's 2. All right, everything's 8. So we're going to do the same thing here. This is a 1-2 pair with a 5 or 6. These must contain a 6. So this is our 6 and that's our 6 in order to alternate, right? That makes that a 5. And then now that's 2 and that's 2. All right, so we had the same exact logic. And it worked out the same way because of the way the shape is the same. All right. Okay. So there was only one way those lines resolved, period. I figured that was going to be the case. Now, not used to scanning the boxes this way. This one looks up. One's one of these two. The 5 joins it. In fact, the 5 is placed. That's 5, that's 1. So now this has to be a 4 because it can't be 5 or 6, and that forces that to be 1. This is a... I'm so bad at scanning this way. This is a 3 and a 5. So that's our 3, that's our 5. Let's just finish this stuff. This is a 4. 2 digits left in this box are 3 and 6. Oh, and this 6 resolves it. That's 3, that's 6. So down here we need a 3 and a 4. And down here we need a 1 and a 5. The 5 resolves it. That's 1, that's 5. This has to be high. It's not 5 or 6. That's a 4, and that's a 1. Very symmetric. This is 3, 4. This row finishes not with a 5, with a 6. How do we want to finish this? Let's finish these rows. We need a 3. We need a 4. These 2 digits are a 4 and a 3, and these are a 3 and a 5, and we're done. Right, interesting discovery, PjoeterBliep. You seem to basically build the puzzle around having 2 of this shape that instantly resolves, and then have these 1, 4, 1s. Very, very symmetric puzzle here. Cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.